wanted to record something. And I've said this before, like sometimes I try to be a planning person. I'm not a planning person. I'm not planned. I'm better at just doing. I'm really an improv type guy. So yeah, I'm back in a different setting, as we can see. But this setting has provoked something for me. And it's the idea of balance, If you're in college, or if you're doing anything, I'm sure somebody has tried to propose some type of balance or finding some type of balance in whatever you do, which I'm sure is obviously, necessary to a certain extent. You see how I did the law to a certain extent. Balance is definitely something that I feel like, you're gonna have to be able to understand. But I feel like we have a flawed perception of balance. Let me land. I feel like I always thought I would find some type of balance, where I feel like I can, do the stuff that's hard, get my tasks done, get the stuff that I need to get done, and then also make time to work out, eat good, see friends, speak with family, connect with friends back home, read the Bible, enlighten myself and other things. But I struggle to find time to do one of those things a day. I struggle to find time to do more than 3 of those things a week. If I cook once a week, I'm not talking to my mom. Like, balance is just something where it's like, it seems like you should be able to do things, but sometimes in the moment, things seem way more important than they actually are. And sometimes they are that important. You gotta give them all your attention. So sometimes balance isn't feasible. It don't make sense when I got this huge thing on my plate that is really stressing me out, but I'm gonna dedicate the same amount of time to it that I've been dedicating for the past few weeks. Like, yeah, I'll do it for like an hour, 2 hours. Nah, I'm gonna do it for like 5. What about the other stuff I had to do? Like, I don't know. It's gone out the window. Balance is a concept. That's what it is. But that's also just an idea, and it could be a flawed idea. I want to talk about the happiness of balance, though. Finding a balance, finding a rhythm, finding a niche. There's some type of joy in understanding how to balance the things that you really love and the things that you may be learning to love, and also the things that you just kind of need to do. When you feel like all of those things can sort of intersect in a moment, it's kind of a great feeling. This is coming from a pessimist, somebody who just told you they don't believe in balance. But I'm saying, when you do experience balance and feeling like everything sat in its place and is aligned, it's a great feeling. If that is real, or whatever that looks like, you should chase it. I think you should definitely chase it. I'm gonna chase it too. I'm gonna chase it. I don't want to be doing, I don't want to feel like I'm always doing the stuff that, not necessarily that I don't want to be doing, but always doing stuff that's not for me all the time. Because I feel like a lot of people do that because, number one, money. Number 2, respect. Like, we do a lot of stuff that probably isn't for ourselves to have some sort of extrinsic value. It's not really intrinsic. It's like, I just feel like that's the way the world works. Or maybe that's the way I work. Because I do a lot of shit that I feel isn't for me. I heard somebody say recently that they don't do anything that they don't feel benefits themselves, or they don't feel like they want to do. And I'm like, how privileged? How privileged? And I'm not saying that you always have to be somewhere, but the fact that somebody can look at you in the eye and tell you, I don't do nothing that I don't want to do, means you've never been put in a place that made you do something that you didn't want to do. Because I feel like that's a lot of life. People do stuff that they don't want to do every day. Every day. So if you're purposely in a position where you're avoiding that, I'm scared of you. Scared of you. Real talk though. Let me get into like some usable form of video here. You know, I think about balance and I think about experiences. And like, you know, I just kind of smile. That's been something I've been on lately, like smiling randomly. It's pretty cool, you know. Balance and having things in your life just like complement each other. It feels like that. I don't know, that Dwayne Wade photo where he throw the lob up to Bron, put his arms out like this, and Bron dunks it. That's kind of what balance feels like. It just feels like you know, you just threw it up to yourself. On the other side, caught it. Tomahawk came down with it. It's crazy, you know. Yeah. Balance. You need some balance.